Do you think there's a difference in today's chefs starting out than when you began, or when it has changed quite a bit, with or without the pandemic? You can obviously speak to that, but if there was a Jared Prince out there that sees this, that never meets us, he's 22 or she's 15 or he's 50, what would you say to him wanting to go into this world?
So I believe the restaurant service industry and in general is undergoing a transformation, especially with the COVID-19 crisis. I feel like, so I don't want to say I grew up in the kitchens of Gordon Ramsay and stuff like that, but Chef John is very, he almost pulls out the best in people. And it's not always in a kind, ego-stroking way. We'll just put it like that. So he brings out the best in what you can do, and sometimes that means that you focus your ire on him rather than you're angry at something. So sometimes that's it towards him. And I think he's cut from a similar cloth, of chefs demanding excellence, and I always felt great at it because it was kind of like the military. You don't get to question what you're being told to do. However, I do feel as I go through the culinary journey that I'm on, I feel like that's going away. I feel like it's you have to learn how to adapt and be more of a mentor type rather than a dictator type in the kitchen. And I've seen that from other great chefs. Grant Achatz, being one of those, he's got 3-star Michelin chef up in Chicago and one of the best chefs in the world, especially, he's one of the top American chefs out there.
Mm-hmm.
So, things like that is, more of a teaching, more of leaving your legacy through other people. And I think that's kind of where I've gone with mine, as opposed to, some of the older guys where it's, don't question me, just do what I say. And there's not really you don't really tailor it to the individuals. It's more of one size fits all. That's the way that they do business, and you either learn how to deal with it or you go somewhere else. I think my approach and what I've seen is more of a teaching, working with people, doing stuff of that nature. And that wasn't the case in the beginning for me. In the beginning, I was very much what I call a Ramsay-esque type chef. I would cuss. I didn't care who they were, and I've actually cussed out customers. I don't feel good saying it.
That doesn't. Yeah, that won't allow you to expand the food truck business.
Yeah. Well, no, but I'm not that guy anymore. I had to learn.
Right.
And through people that were close to me, they were like, that's not the way to handle this, and they were right. But that's the way that I had learned, and that's the way that I thought I had to be to get the results that I wanted. But yeah, I mean, I was a terror in the beginning, and I've worked really hard. And I think most chefs, the good ones especially, they cultivate learning and growing within their kitchens. And I think that's the way that the culinary or service industry is heading towards. Is more of educational mentorship rather than overlord dictatorship of yesteryear.